G'day guys, just down at Warrandyte today. I'm going to a spot just down here. So where I'm going to be working is just right in here. Not really going to be able to see it too well. There's a crack that runs along with the creek. Now, there was a fellow here last year and he was cleaning this crack out. So I know it was only cleaned out in the last probably 8 months. But we've had a lot of rain through the winter. And I thought I might just come back and have a crack here. Probably the best gold I've ever seen come out of Warrandyte was in this crack. It was actually surprising. Now he got down really deep and cleaned it out really well. But now it's full again, and I'm thinking if it trapped gold once, and if new gold's been washed into this area, then it's a possibility there might be some gold there. So I'll have a crack there. I might be able to set up the sluice, I don't really know. Might have to block the whole creek up to do it, or dam it up. But we'll see how we go. So I'll have a crack here. I'll throw all the overburden off because I know there's probably going to be no gold in that overburden. And then see what happens. Okay, what I've done is I've just taken the overburden and set up the sluice here. So I thought we just might as well just set up with, play around with these angles a bit and just use the overburden to just test the sluice out and see if it's going to work. So obviously you can just see it's sort of just sitting there, but the lighter stuff's going through, and all these larger sort of rocks, or the larger rocks, I'll just put off to the side. That'll just help dam this thing up. Always want to keep the end of this sluice clear, just to let it flow really nicely through there. It's probably just enough water, but once I dam up over here a bit more, a little bit more on the other side, then the whole creek will be running through here. Not ideal, but it'll do the trick, and it's only a bit of a scratch today, so I'll get back down there and start getting into the crevice hopefully with the next bit. Haven't got a lot there. As you can see, the bucket's really just full of water. The screen is probably full and not letting the stuff through and get any water to wash through. Really, it was just the water while I was shoveling. So we'll see how we go, and hopefully we'll get onto a bit of colour. Alright guys, so what I'm doing is using the Garrett screen just on a bucket. Just a little tip: when you're using a screen like this in a pan or in a bucket like I am, you want to have that bucket, as you can see here, this is a see-through bucket, it's full of water, and the actual screen is full of water. Just like when you're panning, you've got your pan full of water, you're shaking it about, and that's letting the heavies fall through. Same principle with this. Making sure that screen is full of water and shaking it about to let the smaller, heavier stuff get through that screen helps. Trying to do that dry, like if I was trying to do that and I've got the screen up here and there's no water in it and I'm shaking it about, stuff's going to get stuck with the mud and bits and pieces, and it's just going to be a pain in the butt. So I suppose the few key things is, firstly, you've got to find somewhere where there's gold. Secondly, once you find where there's gold, you want to try and process as much material from that area as you can. You know, you might get lucky and hit a little pocket and get quite a bit of gold, but most of the time it's not like that. Most of the time it's a few specks here, a few specks there. You might hit some crevice that everyone else has overlooked, and that's what happened here, I believe, with this crevice, because it runs, if we look down here, in line with the creek itself. It's deposited there before, and I'm just thinking, why not give it a crack today? So what I've also done is I've got my bait pump. So with this bucket, what I've done, the first one, you know, it's pretty much the pan. I've got all the overburden off. I've used the Yabby pump, and I've sucked as much as I can with the Yabby pump, and now I've got this extension which has got a narrow point to get right down into that crevice. This has also got a trap in it. There's another video where I show you the trap in this sucker. It's actually broken a bit, need to put another end on it. But what I'll do is now Yabby pump with this for a while, and then I'll run that through and clean the sluice out. The sluice is up there, you can't even actually see it, it's up. Just behind those rocks just there. So that can sit there and run. It's not going to harm it in any way. Not going to get a big rush of water or anything where, you know, it's going to affect the amount of angle and everything I've got on it. So I'll let that sit there slowly cleaning away. I'll suck this stuff up, put that through and give it a clean out and probably call it a day today. Didn't really come down for too much of a dig, just a bit of practice run for Saturday. And yeah, we'll see how we go. Alright, so I've sucked that crack up as much as I can. Now what I've got here is a crevicing tool. Got this just off the internet. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get down in here. It's going to be impossible for you guys to see. What I'm going to do is get all the material in this crack, and I'm going to scrape it up one end. And then I'll use the bait pump again to see if I can suck a bit more material out of there, just in case there's something stuck down there that the suction from the bait pump isn't getting out. So I'll give that a bit of a crack, and then I'll suck that out and run it through the sluice, and that'll be it. We'll see what we get. Right, so got me bucket, probably about half a, I think that's a 20 litre bucket. Yeah, 20 litre bucket. So half a 20 litre bucket that I've ran through that screen there. I'll and the, you know, the pan that I had before that wasn't really classified, or not classified, really screened to size rather than classifying. So I'll feed this through, and hopefully we get some colour. So I've got some clay just from up here, and put it on the sides to really dam it up. So that's helped heaps with the flow. As you can see, it's slowly clearing, but that's okay. They're heavier rocks that aren't even going to go in anyway, so they can just sit up there. I'll just get down this end again and scrape all this stuff away. Want to have that end as clear as possible. Larger rocks are just going to go over the top. That's one thing with this punch plate, having it nearly the whole length of the sluice itself. One, it protects the mat when I'm storing it, or it's more like we're not storing it, throwing it in the back of the car or in the boot. And the other thing, it screens it down so that it's a better amount of material, even though some sort of longer rocks still get through and jam it up. Probably don't want to go any smaller than that. Yeah, I'll keep feeding that through. I'll get through this bucket and hopefully be showing you some gold in the pan soon. Alright, well, hopefully you're going to be able to see some gold here. Some of it's already turned silver. So that bit right there in the centre of the screen is actually gold. It's just sort of gone a silvery colour. And yeah, a few more bits in there. You should be able to see like a lot of bits of silver. Just I got a bit distracted. Got a little friend with me. So quite happy to be just sitting here with me. It's just screaming its head off. So what I might do is have a bit of a search for the mum and dad, or the mum. But little baby duck. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if they go in the water too much. I'll put it somewhere up here where it's a bit calmer. And hopefully the mum or dad pops up around the corner. It just come running from the road. So where the mum and dad is, I'm not 100% sure. But I'll put it down here and just see what it does. Yeah, yeah. There it goes. Wants to hang about. It seems to be quite happy just swimming around. On that note, it's following me. I'm going to pack up my gears. Hope you've enjoyed. Having a good little swim. So hopefully might have a little drink maybe or something. But it just now wants to hang about. So might have a new pet. Especially when the kids see this video, they'll say, hey, bring that duck home. But unfortunately, we can't take ducks home. So no ducks. It's been an interesting time here at Warrandyte. One day I find a goldfish, next day got a little friend, the duck. Now I'm hoping the mum will turn up because I did see a duck fly down this direction before. So hopefully it does. Alright, until the next time, I'll leave you with the duck and see you all later.